Let me see what it looks like. Okay, it's not showing up on my YouTube yet, but I see it. It says I'm live on here. Give me just a second. Let's just hit the link again. Okay, here we go. They can see me. Nobody, I don't think anybody's on yet. I'm going to wait till at least one person comes on before I start talking. If anybody comes on. Probably better turn the volume down. I'm just going to go ahead and do my little intro, and if people watch the playback, they'll see it. Anywho, today I'm going to be introducing my parents to you guys. They have a YouTube channel. It's called Life with Blinda and Chuck. You're in for a treat. You're in for a treat. I love my parents. They're awesome people, and their channel is really good. It's really funny, and I say he because my dad does most of the filming and everything, but you're going to meet my mom tonight too. But his videos are usually pretty funny and keep your interest easily. Hey, Farah, how are you? And let me just say before I pull them on here and introduce them to you, that if people come in the comments and I'm not subscribed, if you come in the comments at all, I'm going to write your name down and I'm going to put your YouTube link in the comments after the video's over, because I don't have a moderator and I don't know how to make a moderator, because my dad's usually my moderator and he can't do that if I'm interviewing him. So your links will go in the comments after the video is over. But if you come and you comment, I will post your link. Anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and introduce them. Farrah is already subscribed to y'all. Okay, let me just get them on up here and we'll just go ahead and get started. All right, y'all are up. Can you see yourselves?
Yes.
Hey, sis.
I can hear you. Hey, I can hear you, so
I was looking at my phone to see if there was some way I could get on here to do the moderating, and I don't know if I can or not, but not off my phone. I'm dumb.
Well, I think there's I could do it on my phone, add a moderator, but I haven't talked to anybody about doing that yet, and I just don't want to just add somebody as moderator. Anyway, let y'all introduce. Yeah, I'm just gonna let y'all introduce yourselves real quick. So, introduce yourselves.
You can introduce me too.
Last week or last time you had your live, you had Beth Sing on.
Yes.
Model,
Beth Sing.
Actress, and then you get us to come on after her. I mean, we got a model
and an actor.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm partial,
hey,
so
Farrah.
I think y'all are pretty great.
I appreciate you being subbed to our channel. Yeah, we gaining subscribers all along. We over 300 now, 300 and something. I can't remember what it is.
I saw that on your live this morning. I'm not at all jealous at how quickly you're growing.
Really, over the last month, it's really jumped. And I've had a lot of help with people in the homesteading community. They're a good community, and that's what I think y'all need. Y'all need something to get you folks together. And but they're all very, very helpful, and they put you out on their community tabs and all that kind of stuff. And and y'all may have one, you just may not know about it. I don't know. Oh, by the way, I'm Blinda, and this is Chuck.
I apologize in advance to all of my viewers. It was
easy now. I raised.
It was kind of an obligation to have them on here, so.
Excuse us.
Just kidding. No, Dad's actually the one who gave me the idea to start doing lives on here because he's growing and he does lives. So I'm going to try to do lives and see if I grow. Yeah. Anyway, that's why we're here. No, but I did think that it would be really cool to meet all of the different YouTubers that are in the same community that I'm in. And if people come and watch my lives, they get to know you guys too. And it's a good way to get new followers and find new accounts that you like. So anyway, Chuck is the man. Blinda is the woman. And the first question that I have for you guys is, what made you want to start a YouTube channel?
I'm going to let you answer this.
Well, actually, at first, it was a joke, really, so that I could come home. We could get big enough one day that I wouldn't have to go to work.
We're going to have 1 million subscribers.
It could still happen.
I'll be retired.
Hey, as soon as we reach that 1 million mark, she's coming home. Still
You're right, Farrah. Ferris, let me put it up here. I forget that I can show the comments.
Yeah, we actually can see the comments off the side.
Yeah, but well, I guess other people can too. But
no, that's fine.
I like throwing them up on the screen. It's kind of fun.
It is kind of
anyway.
Fun. Can I ask a question real quick?
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah. Yes.
Farrah, is that the channel you go by, Farrah Pano?
Yes.
Okay, so if we went to Farrah Pano, we'd find her channel. That's what I'm asking.
Yes, and you'll like her channel. Yes.
Okay. All right.
She actually has kind of a homestead thing going on. They live on a decent amount of land. She's got a bunch of kids, chickens, dogs, gardens. I love her channel. Anyway, that was Mom's reason for wanting to start YouTube. So what was your reason, Dad?
Well, I don't know. Honestly, we watched videos. We watched people just living their life, homesteading. I think what was we watching? Simple Life with Alaska. Mm-hmm. Me and Mom would sit down and watch Simple Life with Alaska all the time. And of course, I like the deer meat for dinner. The guy that reminds me of Paul, my buddy Paul. And so we just watched them all the time. And then you was doing it. And I said, well, shoot, if Charity can do it, even I can do it if she can do it.
Yeah.
Thanks. But I did want to put some of my music on to videos that y'all sing. And I just to basically to have it on here in case somebody years later, like Riley Lane or some of the other ones, want to go back and look at old Pop and Lily.
That'll be special. I wish my grandparents had the technology to have done that way back when.
They do. They're just too old right now to want to do it.
You're right. So tell us a little bit about the type of content that you create. What is your YouTube niche?
We're still trying to figure it out, aren't we? We have a little bit of everything. We started out just kind of like building little projects around the house for like a flower thing. Remember the little flower planter thing we put out front? You came over and painted for us.
Yes.
Then we kind of branched out from there. We did put a music video or two up there with my oldest daughter singing. You may know her. Her name is her initials are Charity, and we'll just leave it at that.
Subtle.
And then we got into some gardening. We do a little gardening. We got into some canning. We like to can and preserve our foods, and that actually has been some of our best videos as far as views. And that was before we got into the Facebook homestead communities and started getting our name out a little bit more. But we was getting quite a few views on the canning videos, which bores me to death. I mean, seriously, you can one thing, they got a zillion canning videos on YouTube, and but people want to know. People want to see it for some reason over and over and over and over again. And really, in the climate that we're in, a lot of people are just getting into it because they're worried about the food disappearing off the shelves and price of everything going up. And then we kind of evolved to here lately to shorten our videos up a little bit, make it a little bit more humorous, a little bit more comical, because again, I get bored easy.
Paying off.
Huh?
I said it's paying off.
Well, it seems like it. People like I just go by my own, I guess my own thoughts. When I look at a channel, I don't like to see somebody peel a whole bag of potatoes just to make potato soup.
Like the video that I did where I peeled a whole bag of potatoes. I did. But I liked it, so that's all that matters.
Yeah. Well, fair. That's a niche, though. I mean, I think you can't just limit yourself to one thing. You just got to do what you like, be yourself, and do what you want to do. Because if you try and pander to everybody, you're just not going to please everybody. You're just not. Everybody's.
And I think it depends a lot on the character of the when they're doing it. You can tell if they're enjoying it. There's some people that I really like to watch cook and do recipes, and there's others I just think, oh, this is never going to end.
Yeah, I get that.
And I try to be supportive to especially those that have supported me down through the last few months. But my goodness, you put a 20-minute video of potting a bunch of seeds and putting the seed in each and everything. I mean, you see them put one seed in a pot, you've seen it all. I'm saying, move it on. Of course, they don't hear me enough.
I have noticed your dad.
I got a little impatience.
It's very true. I forgot what I was going to say. If I've had a very long day, if anybody's watching, so I'm a little sleepy. So if I seem a little bit out of it, I'm sorry. I'm not as peppy as I usually am. But I still wanted to come on and introduce you to my parents.
Well, you done kept your mama up past her bedtime.
It's past my bedtime, too. When Riley goes to bed, I'm ready to go to bed. So what part of YouTube do you enjoy the most?
I can tell you, Mama, she may not be able to tell you, but I can tell you, she likes to sit down and in her recliner when she gets off from work, after we've eaten, just trying to relax, and just put on something that it may be cooking, it may be just an everyday vlog. I think that's what you call it, isn't it? Just kind of what your day is, type of thing.
Day in the life.
A day in the life. Yeah, she likes that kind of stuff. That's right up her alley. And And me, if I'm just relaxing or whatever, I like to watch, like I said, deer meat for dinner, or even I like to, when I'm trying to learn something, I like to go and on a certain subject. I like to research that on there.
I guess when I meet somebody, I like to follow their life, like what's happening.
Yeah.
I've had a couple of YouTubers that I like to follow. I like to know what's going on in their life, not just, if I'm going to watch it, I want to go back to the beginning and find out what all has led up to it. And I don't like to skip a video.
See, we're two entirely different people.
I did that when I first started. Now I follow so many people, it's not even possible. It's not possible.
Oh, I don't get to do it either. There's a couple of them that I will, but
I'm the one that follows everything.
I have a huge list of channels that I watch, and I make it a point to watch at least one video a week of each channel. Eventually, I'm probably going to have to end up doing like every other week. But right now, once a week works really good. Unless it's like y'all or Uncle Bryson, then I'll watch everything that you put out because y'all are family.
Well, ours won't tie you up too long.
No, I've learned that the shorter my videos are, I tend to get a lot more views on those than I do the longer ones. Like under 10 minutes is usually the ones that I get the most views on.
I get that.
I do too, because like, especially when a lot of people will come and comment on my video and be like, let's support each other, which is totally fine. They came and watched my video, happy to go watch theirs. But when I do that, I usually am looking for one of their videos that's under 10 minutes because I'm busy. And you have to watch a video or the subscribe doesn't stick. So
YouTube is crazy like that, though. They give you'll have subscriptions and then they'll take it away, and you just got to keep pressing forward with it. I think what I have learned is there's a whole lot of people out there with content that I like. Yeah. I just got to find it. And I believe there's people out there that would like our content or would like your content. They just got to find it. You just got to keep pressing on until the right people find you and find what they like. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah. There's like the connections that I've made through YouTube. I talk to somebody from YouTube that I've met every single day, at least one person that I've met through YouTube, and our content is usually pretty similar. Like Beth and Farah and Jackie.
Who's Sarah? Sarah's the Scotland.
Farah.
Oh, Farah. Huh?
Yeah. Stacy is in Scotland.
Stacy's the Scotland girl.
Yes. She's pregnant, so she's not posting as much as she was. I'm a little sad about that. But her content is awesome, and I'm really excited for her.
I like that little girl of hers, the way
Aria.
she talks.
Yes, I love how she says my name. I can't even say it like she does, but it's so cute.
Charity.
Anyway, let's move on because I don't want to keep it. I don't want to go over an hour. I feel like that would get a little bit too long.
Mama said hour.
So on this morning's live that you did, people were wanting to hear Mom's side of how y'all met.
My side of
your
what?
side was inaccurate of how y'all met. Like when y'all first
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Let me just preface it. Let me just ask her a couple of questions. When we met, were you on crutches?
Yes.
Enough said.
But that's not.
Did you chase him down in the parking lot?
No.
That's what I thought.
So we moved to Tennessee to do mission work at a church there.
How old were you?
And
You were still with your parents.
do what?
You were still with your parents. Like, how old were
Yes.
you?
Yes. My dad was the missionary. And I was a junior in high school.
Don't judge me.
And we moved up there, and Chuck was attending the church or the mission point. Well, I was very naive and had no idea what his thoughts were. That we moved up there at the end of December, and in March, right before my birthday, my dad sent us home for some reason. I don't even remember why. We drove home with some former church members, and Chuck and his brother was driving his truck to go home to their home in Louisiana to get a boat. So they were going along with us. Well, we stopped at a Popeyes, and I was sitting out in the car, and Chuck came. I can't remember if he got me to go to his vehicle or he came over to the car, and he said, I got a song I want you to hear.
That sounded a little creepy.
Oh, no. Oh, it wasn't. It was smooth.
And he played Unchained Melody.
Oh, yeah. I hit her with the Righteous Brothers right off.
So that's why. That's why it's y'all's song.
Yes. Then I still, like, we left from there, and the lady with me said, I think he likes you. And I'm like, you got to be kidding. He's so much older than I am. There's no way. And I didn't think another thought about it. Well, I was staying at my grandmother's, and the phone rang after that. And it was Chuck to wish me happy birthday. So I was like, okay.
I'm smooth. I'm telling you.
Then when we get back home, I get this phone call from the operator that said this girl in Louisiana wanted to talk to me.
Dad.
And it was Dad had gotten somehow with the phone operator a three-way connection so that my dad and mom wouldn't know he was calling.
I was scared of him. Hey,
well, I mean,
do you know how difficult?
To be fair, you had good reason.
Do you know how difficult it was for me to convince the operator to do that? I got her to call somebody and get and connect that person that was in Louisiana to a person in Tennessee. Where was I? I guess I was in Tennessee. Anyway, and I talked her into doing it, and aren't you glad?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't be here, so.
But anyway, that's when he asked me out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Behind her daddy's back.
Yeah.
The shame.
Hey, when I went to ask her out, let me tell you, this is hilarious. It was kind of drizzly and cold. It was just light rain, and her daddy was out back. He knew I was coming, and he knew what I was coming for. I had to ask her daddy out before I could take her out, and he was burning something. Had a big pile out there, and up until that point, he was always real friendly to me and talkative and all that. Well, I went out there to the fire to say hi to him, and we stood out there, I don't know, a long time. It seemed like hours. I know it couldn't have been that long, but it was long enough. But he didn't say a word, not a word. And I'm up there. I'm nervous already. And he finally said, well, you want to go inside? Yeah, of course, yeah. And sit us down around this table. We all sitting around the table, and I know why you're here. You want to take Blinda out. Well, we got some things we need to tell you, this, that, and the other. And he started talking about marriage. I hadn't even took Blinda out yet, and he started talking about marriage. And I was like, whoa, hold on just a second. He said, well, why else do you want to go out with her? You just want to go use her and throw her away, or do you have a purpose in dating? Of course, he had me on the spot. What was I going to do? I was going to, well, yeah, I thought we'd just have a few dates, have fun, and then I'd dump her. Uh, I couldn't say that because he's big. You know him. He would have snapped
Yeah,
me
he's a
like
big
a
man.
pencil.
He's a big man. That would have been a really awkward room to be FY on the wall in.
It was a whole lot easier to ask him to marry her than it was to ask to go out. I guess by then he just give up.
Mom, were you like a nervous wreck?
Yes. From the time he asked me out until my date, I was like, what? Because he was going to take me to Red Lobster in Nashville,
I was going to take her to Pizza Hut.
which I would have preferred.
You said one of your brothers told you not to.
Yeah, Mike told me, he said, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. You don't take a girl out on the first date to Pizza Hut. Take her somewhere else, somewhere
So
nice.
we have to go to Nashville, a 45-minute drive. And I was like,
Hey, it's a
what
good way
in
to get to
the
know each other.
world am I going to talk about for 45 minutes?
She didn't know me well. If
Turn the
she'd
music
have known me
up.
well enough, she'd have known I'd have been talking the whole time.
Well, it wasn't an issue. So we hit it off. So
Yeah, he did make a good
That's
point,
the
Fair, and I've used that. I think I used that when Charity started dating.
You did.
And
I
it was
didn't like it at the time, but you weren't wrong. Okay. So how long have you two been married?
July the 4th will be 30 years.
Took you to Taco Bell.
Hey, mine took me to Wendy's.
Well, Chuck took me to Taco Bell on one of our anniversaries. That's all that was open.
Yeah. Hey, back
Okay,
then,
but-
July 4th, there wasn't anything open, at least where we was.
We were in Columbus and nothing was open.
The downfall of getting married on a holiday.
Yes.
But I remember it.
That's
I never
true.
forgot it.
Well, I mean,
Gotta use
I'm
your
not the
thinking.
type of person to let Nick forget. Like a month beforehand, I'm reminding him at least once a week.
You're just throwing subtle
And then
hints
the
out
week
there.
of, I'm like, no. I'm like, don't forget, our anniversary is April 11th. You have to do something for me.
Hey, Valentine's Day or something like that's coming up.
Yep. Not next Monday.
Okay.
I don't ever worry too much about Valentine's Day, but he's not missing our anniversary.
I got your mama's sewing machine one time on Valentine's Day. Wasn't it Valentine's Day?
I didn't think anything about it. I mean, I was happy with it, but other people threw a fit.
I got crucified. I mean, it was like they wanted to take me out, tar and feather me. And just, I mean, it was like I was the devil himself. Well, for getting a sewing machine. She had wanted one. I thought I'd done good. She had been hitting around about it or something. I was like, hey, finally, I don't have to
If I
think.
just knew how to use it.
Yeah. 30 years later, she still don't know how to use it.
I did make a couple of dresses one time, but I can't remember any of that.
Did you really?
I don't remember.
I
don't
made
remember
you a
you
little
ever
dress,
using a sewing machine.
a little jumper, and I made me 2 dresses. They were maternity dresses, but they were dresses.
Yeah, we don't need those no more.
Let's hope. I don't need a sibling that's 28 years younger.
You don't have to worry about that. I don't like the way this conversation's going.
Did you
Next
answer
question.
how long y'all been married?
Oh,
You
yeah.
haven't told us.
I said 30
Oh,
years.
third. Did you see the way she said that? She's like deflated. She's like
Didn't
30.
thrilled.
30 wonderful years.
Wonderful. Fantastic.
Nice save.
Super.
Nice save. So, you have 4 children. Tell us about 3 of them. They know enough about me.
All right. Well, Charity is our oldest. She's the hard-headed.
And,
That girl, Hey, look, you got us on here.
I said 3.
That girl there kept us awake all night long. I would come home and I would get no sleep any night. I'd wake up in the middle of the night.
Unless you had a weak wife.
Yeah, Blinda was just that postpartum junk, y'all.
Oh yeah.
And she would be up trying to rock you to sleep. You'd be over there crying, and Blinda would be crying, and everybody'd be crying. And I'd get up and I'd go get in the rocking chair, and the stinking rocking chair would walk on you. So about the time I got you to sleep, it would hit the wall and it would stop or make a noise, and I'd have to pull it out, and then you'd wake up again. And about the time I got you to sleep again, I'd hit the wall again. You didn't want us to talk about you.
But look how I turned out.
Yeah, I know. Probably from hitting against that wall with that rocking chair.
Moving on, my siblings. Embarrass
Hayden
them.
is our oldest son. He is married. He's got to be somewhere around 27, 28 years old. 26, 27.
28 this year.
He'll be 28 this year. That's right. You'll be 29. So Hayden's 28. He has 2 beautiful boys that just love Pop and Lily to death, and just ask me and Lily. And married. I don't know how long they've been married. I don't keep up with all. I keep up with mine, and that's it. Y'all keep up with John.
This will be 6 or 7.
They've been married 6 years. They'll November will be 7.
Okay, and it'll be 7 for y'all this year.
Yep.
That's right, because y'all got married the same year. Anyway, he is a preacher. He is also a school teacher. He's got a mechanical engineer degree and decided that he would rather preach and teach school than be a mechanical engineer. So we're proud of him for that. Faith is our youngest daughter. She's 20-something, 23 years old. She is a RN, a registered nurse. She works here locally in Hattiesburg as kind of a float nurse, where she goes to different clinics and does all that kind of good stuff. And she takes care of her mom and her dad when we get sick. So we're all happy. And then Paul is our youngest. He's how old?
19. Or will be 19.
He turns 19 next month. Yeah. Well, you're getting old.
That actually made me a little nauseous.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
He's 10 years younger than me, so I kind of felt like I raised him a little bit too.
Yeah. Well, you did, because I mean, we did.
Little mama.
Hey, me and Mama's not taking credit for it.
Then I'll take the credit. He's a really good kid.
So that's your baby. I'm sorry.
He's a good kid, so I'll take the credit.
He's in college right now, so that's what he does.
All right. Who's your favorite?
Who's my favorite? What? Child? Well, I don't know. Fate brought me some. What do you call them things?
Truffles.
Some truffles last night.
Who
You know,
gave
the
you
chocolate balls with the cream stuff inside of it.
That does sound good.
She moved up quick. I want you to know that.
He didn't mention that I bought him a gigantic bag of them today.
Baby, you're on number one of all. You are my number one human person on this earth. Favorite child? Let's see. We'd have to think about that. No, y'all are all.
Don't answer. I don't like drama. Hi, Faith.
Hi.
It's my sister Faith.
I'm the favorite.
You can make up. You can make up some ground though when you come see us. All you gotta do is bring my grandbaby.
Yeah, because I bring grandkids.
Hey, Rebecca.
Hey, Rebecca.
Rebecca's just
How are
started
you?
the channel.
Let me say, if you're watching, if you comment, I'll write your name down and put your link in the comments after we're done with the live, so that people can go check out your links. So If you're watching and you have a channel, make sure you comment.
Rebecca's probably never seen Blinda on a live before.
She looks like somebody that could teach me some things.
Miss Rebecca, hey, she makes hats and scarves, crochet.
I've gotten stuck on a crochet stitch that I can't figure out.
I don't know, is it crochet when you do that with the yarn and stuff? Yeah. She does all that. She's very, very good with it. And yeah, get over there and check her out.
Well, we'll be there when you do have some content, Rebecca.
I got her subscribed, but I never see anything come up. But I always see her on lives, and she gets on lives with people, and she sent people scarves and hats and stuff like that. She's very, very nice, very sweet lady.
Well, we'll be ready for that first video.
That's right.
So what is y'all's occupations? What do y'all do for a living?
What do we do?
Do you have time?
The short answer.
Well, first of all,
Mom basically runs the pharmacy.
No.
Yes, she does.
She does.
We all think she does.
To me, my most important job is as a wife, and then a mother and grandmother. But my other job takes up pretty much all my time, and that's a pharmacy tech / bookkeeper. But I'm working on that.
Well, the drugstore got a lot more interesting because it has a coffee shop now. So I frequent it, and it's way out of my way.
Oh, they started doing refreshers today, practicing with them.
You'll have to let me know.
They were
when
letting
you have those
Samantha
ready.
test all of them because I don't.
That's exciting.
I don't know
I
what
love
a
the
refresher is. I'm
Starbucks.
just pretending like I do.
The Starbucks pink drink and dragon drink, so good.
Some of the
There's
things
a
they were talking
strawberry.
ingredients, I was like, mm-mm. But
Well, one of the Starbucks is strawberry and acai for the pink drink, and then the
We don't talk about
dragon
Starbucks.
drink is dragon fruit and mango. Like it's weird. Like it's not what you would think to put together. but
yeah,
it's
they were
so
mixing
good.
some weird stuff, and they'd have to add some other little something to make it taste. I don't know.
Starbucks is the competition. We don't talk about them. We don't give them any credit
Well,
whatsoever.
actually, Caffeine Corner down there by where you turn to go to West Fourth
We don't mention their name
got
either.
nominated for Mississippi's Coffee House of the Year.
What?
Yeah.
They're new too, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
They know people.
They know people.
They know
didn't
people.
get
They're
that. They didn't get
Actually,
that.
I'm
because
not
they
worried
earned it.
about it. We're busy enough.
yeah,
We
I
all
don't
are
care
busy.
either. I don't even
We
drink
have a
coffee.
roll. Is that
I'm
Paul?
sorry. Faith is interrupting us.
Oh. Okay, Dad, what do you do?
Oh, what I do? Yeah, I never did tell you that. I'm a preacher. I'm a pastor. I pastor a Baptist church down in South Mississippi. Been pastoring for how long?
You've been here. This is our 12th.
Well,
year.
Charity, how old will you be?
You've been
I'll be
doing
29.
So this November, I will have been doing it 29 years. That's how I keep up with it. However old you are, that year in November is when I started. Yeah. So about 29 years, close to it. We've been at this church here for how long? About
I think
11?
this is our 12th year.
Maybe we're going into our 12th year here.
Because you
Break in
became, you graduated in 11.
I did.
So last year was 10 years.
Well, I thought we came like halfway through my junior year.
We did. I think we came
So,
in like 2010. So it is the 12th year.
I just do what I do.
Well, I'm glad that y'all stayed there for that long because it's always a fear that y'all are going to get called off to Michigan.
No, oh well.
And I'm going to have
Oh,
to follow
don't even
you up
mention
there.
that. I'd rather you mention
Take you to
Starbucks
the
than
map.
Michigan. Let me show you something. Hold on just a second. I'm going to show you. You remember Mackenzie?
Yeah.
She sent us
Cute.
this. It's a
That was
sticker.
sweet.
I don't know what the deal is with stickers, but everybody sends them though in the YouTube world, at least in the homestead. And
A lot of them may put them on their. Some people put them on their vehicles, but
yeah, that ain't gonna happen. But
It's
we
advertisement. Just stick it somewhere and somebody will look it up.
yeah,
but she
Yeah.
we'll
the
find
bathroom
something to
stall.
do. We may put a scrapbook or something.
she sent me some
That'll be
spinach seeds.
Some what?
Spinach
Spinach?
seeds.
Oh.
Yeah. I know what
Oh,
Hey,
and
if you
I
not
texted her and said, Chuck said the special thanks for the spinach seeds. She said, well, I thought he might need them or something.
if you're not subscribed to my dad, go to their channel, Life with Blinda and Chuck, and watch the spinach video. What was it called? Death of
of a spinach. Death of the spinach. Or something like that.
And you'll understand why she sent him spinach seeds.
She also sent us some lavender and some
Lemon balm
seeds too. So I got to get all that planted. Cool.
Might if you get the lavender and all that growing, I might have to.
Oh, I'm gonna get it
I'm
growing.
gonna kill them.
I'm gonna get it growing. I have to go buy a new plant.
Okay, moving on. Mom does a lot of traveling. Dad is not a traveler, so you're out of this question. But Mom travels a lot. And I'm curious what your favorite place is that you've been so far. You've been to a lot of places.
Probably Mackinac Island. Hands down.
Why?
I don't know, it felt almost like you were going back in time, but you really weren't. I mean, it was modern.
Hey, Amy.
But there was no motorized vehicles. It felt like it was more of a slower pace. And the scenery was gorgeous. And it's an island, so it's on the lake. It was awesome. I would love to go back.
Hey, just as a quick, I don't want to take
on a lake.
Huh?
It's an island on a lake.
Yeah, it's up above Michigan. It's on Lake Huron.
Oh, okay. I was thinking some place you'd been on a cruise.
No.
I
I've
knew
been
that,
to some
but-
beautiful places on cruises, but Mackinac Island tops it.
Bye, Farrah.
Bye.
Well, I really liked the pictures that you took from up there because I remember now.
One day we need
And
a
it looks
girls
really
trip up there.
Yes. I'm not going to argue with that.
We would have to fly, so we would have time
Nick
to
might.
do, but Nick would actually
But-
probably like it.
He probably would. Getting him there would be an issue, but once he got there, he'd like it. All right. I'm on my last question.
Do I get to answer this one?
You do. Do you have any specific goals for your YouTube channel other than Mom having an early retirement?
That's not going to happen. That was just a joke.
It might.
Do we have any goals? Any goals? I really do. I'm interested in. I've watched several videos. The way that their photography, their videography, the way that they they present things. There's one channel I really, really like. It's called Adventures on the Homestead, and another one, The
Yeah.
Green Acre. And those guys are top notch as far as putting together a video and making it. I mean, they put together a whole bunch of different scenes and make it look like one. I don't know if that makes sense. And I also would like to get a drone. Have you seen those things?
Yes, that's really cool.
The channel Simply Living in Alaska uses it a lot to show the scenery, and it's really neat.
Well, Adventures on the Homestead, I'm really impressed with their videography. Like they do
And he's
really
a good
job.
guy. He really is. He's a really good guy. It seems like. I mean, as far as you can tell from watching the video.
One of my YouTube friends took a free class. Like they have free classes if you look for them. But she took a free class on how to take pictures of like food because she does a lot of like recipes and cooking on her channel. So she took a little class on how to take pictures of food, and she said that it was super helpful. So all you have to do is look for them. You can find them.
I want to
Which I
also,
would take that class.
I want to learn how to. I want to be instructional, but I want it to be watchable. If that makes sense, because a lot of your instructional videos are just instructional. I mean, nobody likes to be talked to or taught at a lot of times. But
You probably have to keep them fairly short.
right, I want to keep them short, but I also want to make them, make them humorous. Make it where people want to actually watch and learn at the same time.
Well,
And
if
my goal
anybody
is
can
to
do
relax
it,
and enjoy it because I'm a long ways from there.
Hey, I get her on the videos.
that's
Look at
true. That's progress.
she's on her first live.
I'm honored.
You ought to be. You ought to
I
be.
am. True.
Hey, it didn't take me this long to take her, get her to go out with me, as it took her to get her on live.
Well,
Look, I don't care
do
what
you
she
have
says. She chased me down. She chased me down. She chased me, literally tackled me in the church parking lot
With her crutches.
with her crutches.
You're in denial. So, do you have anything else to say to the people before we leave? Anything you want to share about yourselves?
I would just like to say, and I don't want it to sound mushy,
Uh-oh.
The fear.
but I would like for people to see that we have a happy life and a happy marriage, and that we love God most of all, but that we love each other, and that you can have a life like that. That's not
And
something
I'm
that's
here to tell you,
unattainable.
I'm here to tell you that that's true. Every time we would have friends over growing up, they would usually comment on how they like to come over. When we didn't grow up, I mean, we were comfortable. But I mean, we usually lived in a parsonage or whatever. So our home wasn't exactly the place that the kids wanted to come hang out because of the house. But they wanted to come hang out because we didn't fight. And we enjoyed each other's company and we could joke around and we got along. And our friends, all of our friends would always comment about that. So I feel like it's fairly ezy for people to see. Because if you are, you are. And people will notice
Right. Well, I remember one time we had pastored a church and we had moved to another place. And a couple family came and spent the night with us, and we're going to go to church with us the next morning. And that Sunday morning, we had all gotten up and gotten dressed, and we were around the piano singing.
I
And the
remember, and that house was tiny.
Yes. And the comment was, how do y'all do this? And we were like, do
We're not
what?
allowed to play.
And they were like, you had a smooth morning and you got ready and you're sitting here singing like you're happy. And I'm like, we are.
It's just life. Just life.
Yep.
I just want people to see that that we care about them. You know, that I want that to come across. I don't want to feel like that we're better or worse or whatever. We just want to. This is our life. This is it. This is who we are. Take us or leave us, but
We're going to get us a mascot. It's going to be Faith.
you can't see her. She's over here off the side just a dancing. It's embarrassing.
Hey, stop distracting my interviewees.
I'm not
Immature.
You were the one that just said we never fight.
What are your favorite colors, Mama?
I just like,
Red.
my favorite color changes. Right now I'm into blues.
I like blues.
There's a lot of
Blues are
colors
good.
that I like, but right now that's just something that sticks out to me.
I'm blues. I'm
Any
a
specific
blues.
blue? Like a cool blue, a warm blue?
I like a mixture.
She's easy to please. I mean, obviously, she couldn't have been too choosy to pick me.
Chuck's favorite color is pink.
Hey,
That's Riley's favorite color. Riley's favorite color is pink and then randomly green.
We have her hat and
And,
gloves, by the way.
and it's really sweet. It's really sweet because she says she likes it because my eyes are green.
Oh, that is sweet.
So as wild and crazy as my child is, she can be very sweet at times.
hey, I know you ain't got much time left, but did you see the what do you call a memory thing on Facebook? When she was just little in her mullet stage, I call it her mullet stage, when she didn't hardly have any hair on top, but she had the mullet, and he was just looking at the book and listening to a song, and she woo. That's my favorite video of all time.
It never gets old.
Never gets old.
So Rebecca says she already has pink and green ones made.
Woo.
Well, those are Riley's favorite colors for sure. At least right now.
Rebecca's
But anyway.
a good person. I don't know if there's anything else that anybody really cares to know about us.
If you do have anything that you care to know about them, now is the chance to ask.
We're like the dollar bill. We go to church all the time. We in church all the time, and when we're not at church, we either working or
babysitting my kids.
Babysitting my hey, I don't mind that. I
Or
love my grandbaby.
helping me with my kids. I'm usually there most of
That's
the time.
right.
I just
And
take a break.
Tiny Man, he said he knows how to tell you how he loves Pop.
Yes. Yeah, on your live this morning, I said, "You see Pop?" And he goes,
He loves his Pop now. And
"That's
you can't
how
blame
he says Pop." Just raise his hands. And if you don't know, that means that he loves Pop this much.
Yeah.
You can't see my arms in this screen, but
I know what you're talking about. That's all that matters.
doing the wide part of deep and wide.
Hey, you like our coffee cabinet?
I do. You did a good job.
I made that.
I
I'm
like
bragging
the
on
lifters.
myself. I would like to.
Well,
I don't like
you're
to
not-
make big. Huh?
Said, "Well, you're not bragging to me because I already knew."
Oh no, I don't care about you. I'm just kidding, sis. You know I love you. You know I love you.
I do.
But I do. I like to make stuff and
Yes,
all that.
Amy, I'm proud of my coffee cabinet.
Hey, and I finally got the little coffee drawers things that she had stacked up.
Yeah,
My Pioneer Woman drawers.
Yeah. Those are so cute.
They had the lip on where they wouldn't fit up in the little slot.
Yeah.
She was home one day and she got talking about it, so we fixed it, didn't we? You got to come over and see them.
You need to come over and do a couple projects for me.
It's only
I'll
been 2 or
even
3
make
years.
tea.
I'll
even
one
make
day.
tea. Well, I mean, we waited this long, so take your time. Eventually, I'll just try to do it myself.
I'll try and get over there one day, maybe, if I think about it.
Oh,
Just make him
no,
something
it's
special.
nothing. It's nothing pressing. So it's just what is the word? Aesthetic.
Make him a Boston cream pie.
I could do that.
Ask Mama how to make it.
I do need to do that. I saw, which you don't like it with the chocolate on it, but I saw a lady do like a 3-tier cake, like yellow cake, and it had the cream, like as the frosting in between, and then chocolate on the top. It looked delicious. Chef's kiss.
I made the mistake of doing the chocolate when we were dating. I thought I was going to surprise him, and he didn't like it. I had never even heard of one. And I got my home ec teacher to help me find the recipe. And I made it, and he didn't like it.
It was almost a deal breaker for her. I liked the cake. It just wasn't what I was expecting. Because it wasn't like, Mama or Miss Ann or somebody like that. The way they made them, and that was what I had in my mind, and that was what I was expecting, because that's she was all proud of it. And when I got there and it had chocolate all over, I was like, "What in the world are you doing to me, trying to kill me?"
You don't like chocolate?
Not on my Boston cream pie.
I mean, I see you eat it all the time.
Yeah, I like chocolate.
I mean, chocolate makes everything better.
It actually was good. It was all, the cake was good and everything. It was just, you know how when you're expecting something and then you get something different.
I didn't even know I made it with chocolate.
Just imagine. Okay, just imagine that you were about to you thought you was going to come to the house here, and we was going to have some good juicy grilled hamburgers. Imagine that in your mind. You got it imagined? Now, when you get here, plans are changed. We're not having nice, juicy grilled hamburgers. We're having bologna sandwiches.
Was that bad?
That is, was it really bad? It was that big of a letdown?
It was that big of a letdown.
I mean, that's a big leap.
No. It would be like one of them veggie burgers, them veggie fake hamburgers.
That's even worse.
It's
still hamburger.
That's a little bit less.
It still falls under the same thing.
Turkey burger.
All right. Well, we are creeping up on an hour, so I'm going to try to end this awkwardly because that's how I end things. I
taught you.
But thanks for letting me interview you.
Hey, thank you.
Sorry for my sleepiness.
Me and your mama love you.
Love you.
Love you too.
Thank you for having us on.
Thanks everybody for watching.
Yeah, thank y'all in the chat.
Yeah, thanks everybody for watching.
Amy.
If you commented, check the comments after I get this video up, and I'll put all of your links in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you.
Love you guys. Hope everybody has a fantastic night.
Love you too.